LDBC. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. And let me tell you, something. I'm going to tell you, something right now. You know, Top Rank and Bob Arum, what they done? Man, look, man. Just when we think boxing can do nothing else more dumb, they get Stephen A. Coon. I'm sorry, Stephen A. Stupid. Whoop, that slipped out. Stephen A. Stupid. He's going to be a broadcaster. We talking about a man who definitely don't know anything about boxing. The only fighters he know are Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao. That's really it. He kind of act like he know about Golovkin. He try to act like that. He tried to act like he knew about Canelo before Floyd was fighting him, but he didn't. Okay? This man is a disgrace. I mean, okay, so you going to put him on. I mean, good grief, Top Rank. Do you think you could have chose anybody else? Hey, why didn't you ask Lennox Lewis? Why? Why didn't y'all go and ask Lennox Lewis? Man, Lennox Lewis is a hell of a commentator. Why not George Foreman? George Foreman is a great commentator. You had Antonio Tarver, Paul Manginelli. You could have got any one of those guys. The list is endless, man, on dudes that they could have picked to be in the broadcast booth with Tim Bradley and Brian Kenny. Now, Brian Kenny, he pretty good. Tim Bradley is actually a good commentator. But you couldn't pick anybody else. Couldn't pick anybody. You could have put Canelo in there. No, I'm just playing. No, you couldn't. Anybody better than Stephen A. Smith? Anybody. Because, man, this dude, you know what he's going to be getting on us saying? The ref missed that. This is blasphemous. Blasphemy. And, I'm like, man, your hairline is blasphemous. Okay, your hairline. Why don't you shave your head, man? You see, let me tell you something, Stephen A. Stupid. I don't like you. I just don't. And this is a slap in the face to the sport of boxing. That's what it is. I'll tell you what. If Golden Boy ever did some crap like this with a Canelo fight, I wouldn't even watch the fight. Because Stephen A. Stupid would tarnish my favorite. He would tarnish my fighter. He would make him look worse than he already not. I know he would. And I can tell he's going to be doing some dumb commentating. He's going to be having some dumb little catchphrases. I'm going to cut the sound down on this. I'm streaming it, so it don't even matter. But I'm cutting the sound down on this stream. I'm going to cut the sound down. So I don't have to hear Stephen A. Stupid talk on the mic. And sometimes when this man talk, I wish I can take the microphone and shove it down his throat. I do. People, I do. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have these kind of thoughts in my head. But just hearing the dude's voice, man, it's aggravating. And then he called himself challenging everybody, his critics. You didn't, man, look, man, he picked some scrub. Listen, man, ain't nobody trying to hear this. Your harshest critics are in the LDBC. Funny how he ain't want to pick none of us. We criticize this idiot every day. We criticize him about his hairline. Every day we criticize him about his cooning. We criticize him about everything on God's hot sun. We are your biggest critics, Mr. Stupid. We are. But no, you didn't choose us. You didn't pick any of us. Because you know what would have happened, Stephen A. Stupid, if you would have picked us. We would have set it off. We would have set it off, boy, and your hairline would not have a razor to run to, even if you wanted to cut the rest of your hair off. And that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. You see, Stephen A. Stupid, man, he's the type of dude. He the type of dude, and I can tell you what he gonna do. He gonna sit there, man. He gonna give Vargas. He gonna take a dump on Vargas. Vargas can forget about even having a fight. Look, man. Every time Manny Pacquiao take a piss or sweat, Stephen A. Stupid gonna be like, "Oh wow, this is the best thing I ever seen." Wow. I know that's what he gonna say. He's stupid. He's stupid. The man knows nothing about boxing. Top Rank Bob Arum, this is a joke. This is a joke. No wonder HBO. You know, now I'm glad HBO didn't televise this fight. Thank God. But if HBO televised it, well, I can't even say the commentator would have been any better. I gotta give Top Rank some credit. They got Tim Bradley and Brian Kenny. I can deal with those two. But Stephen A. Smith, why? Why not? Why not Paul Manginelli? Paulie would have been great, man. I mean, Paulie is a great commentator. He worked for Showtime. Brian Kenny worked for Showtime. I don't understand this, man. This is stupid. It's stupid. But you know, I watched this fight in hopes that Pacquiao will get knocked out by a slim chance or by an act of God. I hope he do get caught. I hope Vargas do win this fight. I hope Vargas win this fight and beat the wheels off Pacquiao, but it's probably not going to happen. Probably not going to happen. Pacquiao, we know you're a coward. You'll never fight Terrence Crawford. And can any of you skinny jean, pink wearing, pink penny wearing Pacquiao fans explain why he ain't fighting Terrence Crawford? How you gonna explain this? How you gonna explain this? How can you explain Bob Arum putting Stephen A. Stupid, the biggest idiot on TV, okay, commentating on that fight? How you gonna explain this? Yes, Stephen A. Stupid, I called you out. And there's nothing that you can do about it. Because whether you like it or don't like it, Stephen A. Smith, every chance I get, I'm going to keep my foot on your neck. I'm going to keep my foot on your neck. And I'm going to squeeze and I'm going to choke. Because, man, I don't want you to even think for a minute. I don't even want you to think for a minute that you're not getting suffocated. You ain't going to be able to breathe. You ain't going to even be able to put on a necktie, Stephen A. Smith, without me, Coach Shelton Harrison, keeping a foot on your neck. Every time you turn around, I'm going to be right there. Every time you think about coming out, speaking out in public, I'm going to be right there saying something just opposite of what you're saying. Because Stephen A. Smith, I'm going to get up under your skin. I'm going to make as many of these videos as I can, and I'm going to get up under your skin. I got there one time. I got up under your skin because I put that $3.5 million payday that you got from ESPN. And you can say you don't make that, but you know what? You need to go to Wiki pages. You need to go to Forbes because they the one that said that you make that money. I didn't make it up, Stephen A. Smith. I checked the internet, my friend. And it's under reputable websites. But you don't say nothing to them. You don't say anything about them putting your information out there, but you want to say something about me. How you going to explain that? I'll tell you how you going to explain that, Stephen A. Smith. You going to explain that about as good as you're going to be able to commentate on this fight, you stupid idiot. Because whether you like it or don't like it, Stephen A. Smith, you sit down and you listen to it. Stephen A. Smith, you look in the screen. You look in the screen when I'm talking to you. You sit back. You listen. Because this is the best truth going today. Your time running out, Stephen A. Smith. Just like Triple G's. Your time running out. Tick tock. Tick tock. Tick tock. Tick tock. The time clock's ticking, Stephen A. Smith. And you're going to want to come back. But we're never going to let you come back. You will never come back, Stephen A. Smith. And you gonna know every single time you turn around, you even think to go to social media and type your name in, you gonna see a video from yours truly. And I'll make 1 million videos if I have to, but you gonna see one of them. Just like you saw that other video where I got up under your collar, the coach got up under your collar. You're gonna start acting right, Stephen A. Smith. Or I'm never gonna stop. This is war. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. What are the rest of you dudes waiting on? I'm done. Subscribe.